Crossroads Media.
We're here to talk about the greatness of what this team put on display today and how they were active and they just destroyed and annihilated the Celtics right from the jump. Mattise Thybulle, the fact that Jayson Tatum shot 7 of 17 and Jaylen Brown shot 7 of 18, and for his versatility to be shown on what he can do, whether it's just being a motherfucker to play against, blocking shots out by the perimeter, or his ability to kind of get his fingerprints on things and get his hands in the mix that make players feel so uncomfortable. And yeah, there is a uniqueness to what he can provide, and there's no denying that that defense is special. When he locks in on this type of degree, and we've seen that before this season where, you think of who stood out to you the most. Normally we say Joel Embiid. You can make the argument Tyrese Maxey for his ability to knock down shots and how comfortable he looks when he is taking those threes in rhythms. When he lets the ball fly and it's leaving his hand, you could tell by his body language that he's already backtracking to start playing defense, and he knows it's hitting nothing but net. It's such a big improvement, and it's such a big jump already in such a small time throughout his career. That's what makes me get all childish inside with all these goosebumps and chills thinking about, okay, if he's already taken this leap in this limited amount of action, what is the future? What is about to happen to the 76ers when you think about Tyrese Maxey playing such a big impact on who they are and their identity, which somewhat ties perfectly into this whole story that was being released throughout the day today about De'Aaron Fox, and apparently it's being reported that the 76ers are not interested in that, and I'm okay with that. Look, De'Aaron Fox is a bigger name than he actually is with where he is into his career. We talk about growth. Think about where De'Aaron Fox is after his time, and think about Tyrese Maxey, and they play a similar style, and I've mentioned this before, but now it's a perfect time to reincorporate it based off of people being outraged that De'Aaron Fox isn't a starter for them. You already have a better version of De'Aaron Fox. I truly believe that Tyrese Maxey can be a way better De'Aaron Fox, and I know post-game Doc Rivers is talking about getting him moving a little bit more fast-paced, keep the intensity up, and keep the ball kind of flowing, and let's just attack, and we want that to keep being a emphasis, I guess we should say, on what he could do for this organization and how that can help run the offense. And that ties together with De'Aaron Fox, because that's what he's a motor, he's nonstop, but he's not very good. He really isn't. And why would I give up a Ben Simmons for something I already have and something that is going to be better by the end of it? I guarantee you that Tyrese Maxey will be better than De'Aaron Fox by the end of their career, so it wouldn't make any sense. Let's get a lesser version of Tyrese Maxey for Ben Simmons. Please, really give me the benefits to that. I don't see it whatsoever, so I'm not going to have this pouring out of emotions and this anger flowing towards Daryl Morey. That just happens when you want anyone. I want anybody. Anyone but Ben. Just do it already. That's the type of individuals that feel that level of disappointment when they see a report that flies around Twitter sphere that way. This team, just going back to the defense, Joel Embiid had a big part of that as well. The best way I can describe it is he's the anchor. Without Joel Embiid just being him and his presence being felt out there on the floor, you don't get that confidence in Maxey. You don't get that confidence in this team. It all stems from the big man and what he's able to do, even if it's not something that pops out on the stat sheet. Some things are so damn valuable to a basketball team that isn't documented, right? It's not there where it's just being in the right place at the right time. So maybe Joel Embiid didn't necessarily record a block, record a steal. Somebody else did in front of him, but just the fact that he's in that paint area, he's sliding over, he's protecting the right way defensively, that was definitely on my radar, as well as being one-on-one with Al Horford, hitting a fadeaway Jimmy. And then on the defensive side, let's say he does get on the stat sheet. Yeah, he's just stealing cookies from Al Horford. He's on the ground. He's throwing elbows, and he even gives Al Horford a bit of a stare down afterwards as if, get the fuck off me. Get off me. And it did feel like he was playing up to the crowd a bit. As much as we despise Al Horford, I would have to imagine, and maybe I'm wrong, this is all just speculation situation and how I see it. But, when you're in this community and you're in this NBA world, I don't think Joel Embiid hates Al Horford. In the NBA world, he's a respected veteran who has a role. And no matter what happened last year, I imagine they don't hate each other. I thought he gave him that look and gave him that attitude and made sure that it was well known just to get a spark out of the crowd in the Wells Fargo Center cheer on Embiid. Just like when he hits that Jimmy where he gets fouled in midair, but his body control was just perfectly angled. His shoulders are square as he's getting fouled going up and gets to the free throw line and does his hand movements, right, egging everybody on. And there's nothing better. I didn't really notice it so much today. It was more, I think this might have been against Charlotte when they lost, but it was early on when Embiid made a bucket or so, and it was the Wicked. When Wicked plays by Future, Wicked, right? And he makes a big jam, or, he takes it to the rack nicely and he kisses it off the glass. Maybe a Euro, nothing like a 7-foot Euro as he's moving towards the basket full speed. Nothing better than Joel Embiid and Wicked. That's almost a perfect combination out there in life. You think peanut butter and jelly? Fuck no. Joel Embiid and Wicked, okay? That's reality of the situation.